So this is Rabbi Andy from Temple Emmanuel in Greensboro, North Carolina, and today is the 20th day of Elul. Our Pearl of Elul today is actually part 2 of a teaching that I started to share yesterday. So you don't need that one in order to understand this one, but each of them is concerning some of the ancient rituals in the temple and what the high priest would do. And so I want to share one other teaching. Actually, this is something that I wasn't aware of until I did a little bit of study, that there used to be 4 books that were read to the high priest as the high priest was preparing for really intense prayers that the high priest would engage with in ancient times. There were 4 books of the 24 books of the Hebrew Bible that the high priest had to have read to him before going in to pray in the Holy of Holies. I don't know if you knew this beforehand, but this was something that was news to me. What were those 4 books? By the way, they are not the obvious choices. One was the book of Chronicles, which talks about our history. The second was the book of Ezra. The third book was the book of Job. And the 4th book is the book of Daniel. Now again, without going into this full teaching, and again, you can see this in the text that accompanies this video, I just want to say that those 4 books are brilliant choices. Chronicles takes us through our history and reminds us how important it is for us to know about the past, to know about our story, our family stories and our people's stories. Second is the book of Ezra. That's a book that's written after our people come back from exile, where we reignite our connections to our traditions. We have to rebuild. We have to be rebuilders. And that's important for the high priest to know, praying on our behalf in ancient times in the Holy of Holies. That renewal is critical. And that 3rd book, the book of Job, you may know that the book of Job is about someone who falls on hard times, difficult times. How do we go on after we ourselves have experienced such difficulties? At a certain stage in our lives, each of us has gone through our share of trials and tribulations. And it's important for that to be part of what the high priest encounters too. In that last book, the book of Daniel, just to say that Daniel is able to see visions, writings on the wall, and to see things that might not be there, to have a future orientation. Our past as well as our future. Difficulties as well as regeneration. All of these are part of who we are as we head into this next phase of the year, as well as the next phase of our lives. What do you think of this teaching? I hope that you'll share some insights, maybe how they relate to your own story. Maybe you'll even look at these books and read them and dig into them as you prepare for Yom Kippur. Whatever it is, give us a like, go ahead and share this, but definitely leave us a comment and know how we send our blessings to you at this very holy time of the year.